morning, guys. So this video is entirely crochet related, but I got an order, so I thought I would show you guys how I make these little necklaces that I sell in my Etsy shop. They come with a charm, and if I could get it to lay right where y'all can see, this one is one that I made for myself to wear during St. Patrick's Day. It's got a little shamrock and the glitter is green. So I thought I would show you guys how to make one of these. I make them, or I have them in my Etsy shop as a customizable listing where you pick your color and you pick your charm. So yeah, today's video is completely unrelated to crochet, but you do get a crafting tutorial. So I'm gonna turn the camera around and we'll get started. Okay, so let's talk about materials first. The first thing you're gonna need is one of these little glass vials that come with corks. You can get these on Amazon. You can get them online in different shapes and sizes. I got these, I think on Amazon maybe. I don't know. I will link all of the materials and where you can get them in the description box. But mine came with little vials. I think Dollar Tree also sells some of these little vials. You're gonna need your necklace. I got these in a bunch of 100 off of Amazon. You're gonna need something to scoop your glitter. I use a straw that I cut to have a point. And then you're gonna need your glitter. Now I use very fine glitter. I wrote the label on the top because I do offer so many different colors in my Etsy shop. I had to be able to tell which color that they were picking because some of them are very close in shades. Like I've got a couple shades of pink and some of them are pretty close. And you can see this is a pretty popular item in my Etsy shop. And pink is a pretty popular color for people to pick. As this one is almost completely gone, and I have made probably, I don't know, close to at least 7 or 8 of these necklaces with just this one thing of glitter. And this is actually part of a set from Amazon where there was like 50 different colors of very fine grain glitter. So the other thing that you're gonna need is your charm. For this order, this person picked out this really pretty teal butterfly charm to go on it. You're gonna need some jump rings, which I've almost run out of. I've only got 4 left. Don't mind those beads in there. I'm not really sure why those are in there. And then you're gonna need some kind of super glue. I usually use Gorilla Glue. You're gonna need that to glue on your cork. Let's see. So most of these glass vials that come with corks, most of them when you buy them also come with these little loopy things here. I don't know if you guys can see that, and this bottom piece is a screw. And so the first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna screw that into the cork as straight as we can. You're also going to need 2 pairs of pliers to open your jump ring. I use jewelry pliers. I've got a pair of round nose and needle nose. They came in a set just because I don't want to break my fingernails. You can, of course, open jump rings with your fingers, but I like to use the pliers just so I don't break my fingernails. So that's the first thing we do. We got to screw in that metal piece so that our cork will have a top to put, or a loop to put the necklace through. I'm going to move that super glue out of the way. That's the next thing we're going to do. Only going to need one of those, so we'll set that aside. So the next thing that I usually do, tap on it. I tap on it to try to make sure there's no glitter stuck to the sides or the lid when I open it. We're going to take our little glass vial and we're going to scoop up some glitter. Just like that, if you guys can see it. And we're just going to do that until the glitter, or until the vial is filled with the glitter. This particular straw fits perfectly into that tiny vial. And I like to tap it down. That way I can make sure that I'm getting it full. Kiwi's over on his perch barking like he's a dog. About halfway. I feel like it's a little easier to fill these a little quicker when there's more glitter left. But I don't have a lot of this color pink left, and in fact this might be the last one that I'm able to make with this shade of pink. Maybe one more. I might be able to get one more out of this, and then I won't have pink available in my shop anymore. Or at least not this shade of pink. So you can see it's pretty full. I leave just a little bit at the, here, let me put the top on. Just a little bit at the top that I don't fill, because we're going to be squishing that cork down in there to make sure that that glitter doesn't come out. So I'm just going to tap off my little Scooby thing here and set that aside. Close the glitter up and set that aside. So I am using Gorilla Glue Super Glue XL. I'm not sure what that means other than the fact that the bottle's a little bigger than what you would usually find. I don't know, some of y'all might be familiar with this brand. I know it works really well. A lot of people use like E6000 for jewelry. I just feel like that doesn't work very well for this type of a project. All right. This bottle is almost empty. I'm gonna have to get more soon. There it goes. And I just go all the way around the bottom edge of that cork to ensure that it's got plenty of super glue. It doesn't take much considering, but I do like to make sure that there's a good amount. And then we just stuff that right in there. And I usually use one of my pairs of pliers to push that down in there and make sure that it's good and tight. I'm going to grab a baby wipe because I always have some on hand because of Kiwi. And I'm going to wipe the tip of my glue. Cap that off. And then I'm going to go around the edge of this bottle because some of that glue, you can see some of that glue is going to creep out or overflow a little bit around the edge of that cork, and that's okay. That's perfectly fine. But I do like to kind of clean it up a little bit. I'm going to clean up some of this glitter that I dropped on the table as well. You can see it's super fine, like, but it comes right up off the table with just a baby wipe. So it's not too much of a messy project. So that glue usually will take maybe, I think it's only like 10 seconds to a minute to cure. I'm not really sure. I'd have to read the back and all that tiny fine label printing. What does it say? I don't know. It'll vary depending on what sort of glue that you use, but I think it's supposed to be like 10 seconds. So I like to hold my jump rings by, I don't know if you guys can see, there's a tiny spot right there that's open. So I like to open them right there. And I just take my pliers and kind of hold it side by side and twist. And what that does is it opens that ring for you. I keep calling them jump rings. Yeah, these are jump rings. The other ones are split rings. And I'll just loop that on there. By now, this should be dry enough that you can handle it. Put that on there as well. I'm not supposed to drop it, but come on. And we're gonna close it back up. So before I started crocheting, I actually used to do beadwork and jewelry regularly. In particular, I did off-loom bead weaving, which is, you know, basic. It's bead weaving, but you do it with a needle instead of an actual loom, and it's much more time consuming, but the pieces that you can make are quite beautiful. What is that? Where are these crazy ants coming from? Anyways, I don't know if y'all could even see that on camera. But yeah, off-loom bead weaving is, you know, it's basically the same thing as regular bead weaving, but you're using a just a very, very thin needle. And you're doing all of the same designs, but you have to be able to go through the beads a lot of times, you know, several times. One channel that I used to follow when I was doing mostly beadwork was, I believe it's Off the Beaded Path. So that's how I make the pendant portion of it. You guys can see the pink and the blue, or the teal. So to get this on there, I actually, because of the way my necklaces are, this jump ring here doesn't fit through here. Maybe it will. I don't think it will though. Yeah, it's not going to fit. See, they don't fit. So I actually have to take the jump ring of my necklaces off. Well, I have to open them. I'm not taking it completely off, really. I'm just going to twist it around here. Okay, take it off. Apparently we are taking it completely off. That wasn't the aim, but whatever. Slip the necklace in through here. And then I have to put that extender chain back on. Close that up just like that. I hope I stayed in frame for all of that. I'm always doing that. So that's how I make these cute little necklaces. Sometimes they get a little tangled up. They don't want to hang right. But that's how I make these cute little butterfly pendant necklaces. I've got some that have mushrooms on them. I've got another style of butterfly in my shop. And I'm planning on getting some enameled unicorn charms and maybe some flamingo charms. Although if I do that, I'm going to have to definitely pick up some more pink glitter. So yeah, that's how I make it. It doesn't take too long, and yeah. Alright, I'm going to spin the camera around. Alright guys, so that's yeah, how I do that. I mean, I know it's not crochet related, but it is crafting related. And you know, that's what they look like when they're finished. This one is probably already dried, so I'm gonna go ahead and package it and get it ready to ship out tomorrow, since today is Sunday and there is no post on Sunday. No post on Sunday. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's not much, but I thought, what the hey. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go, like, I don't know, I guess I need to brush my hair. And then I'm gonna finish crocheting some reindeer. Hopefully those get finished soon. I do have to work more this upcoming week, but yeah. Anyways, guys, I will catch you in my next video. Bye.